Turn to our weather-wise forecast with Chief Meteorologist Nicole Madden and the one and only Mr. Woolly Worm. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Woollyworm the second here with us, Adam Binder, right? 2. Mr. Woollyworm 2 here. And hey, this is pretty cool. You said that the Woollyworms, they have to warm up a little bit before they move around, but these guys look like they're moving pretty well.
They got the lights on them from the camera, and these are not the ones that race in the actual festival. These are professionals, so they see the spotlight and they know that they've got to perform so that they can get people up here to Banner Elk for the festival. So these guys are actually professional Woollyworm racers.
And they're doing pretty good. For people who don't know what the Woollyworm Festival is, can you just give some background?
Absolutely. It's the 44th annual. It's in Banner Elk, North Carolina. It's always the third weekend of October. It was started by Jim Morton, who was the founder of Grandfather Mountain, and it's just grown into this incredible festival with over 150 craft and art vendors, 30 food vendors, kids zone, live entertainment all day, but most importantly, we race these little guys to help us predict the winter weather.
And you're talking some smack before about that, and that these guys are better than any meteorologist.
It's unbelievable. See, meteorologists, and no disrespect, but you have a difficult time getting the weather right today and even tomorrow. The winning woolly worm with 86% accuracy over the 44 years is able to predict the 13 weeks of winter weather months in advance. So these are the ultimate meteorologists.
86% accuracy?
Yes, Lees McRae College, which is based in Banner Elk, did a study about 4 years ago and put in all the weather over the years and based on the predictions of the woolly worm. And we had one that was an off year because actually the worm that should have won the race was knocked off of the string in the finals. So we think we actually have a higher percentage of accuracy.
So knocked off, was this like, sabotage or?
No, what happens is the racers are the woolly worms, but the handlers, the people, they get all excited and they're trying to cheer them on and they're running and they'll hit the board, they'll hit the string and off goes the woolly worm. So we have rules, you're not allowed to touch the board or the string, but it happens and they lost $1,000 and then we got a little bit of an inaccurate forecast.
And that's a big thing too, the first prize to enter this.
$1,000. So you win, the winning worm has to win 3 races. Got to be the strongest worm. They win a heat, you go to a semifinal. If you win your semifinal, then you're in the finals. Usually about 7 or 8 worms in the finals. And the winner of that, the strongest worm that will win all 3 races, wins $1,000. And then we read our race official, Tommy Burleson, local of Avery County, NBA, college championship, Olympic basketball player, will read the worm and say what the prediction is.
All right. Do you need the getup? Does that help out, you think?
Well, this is just a small getup. We get a little bit more on the weekends, but hey, if you can't have fun in a beautiful weekend, fall foliage, you're racing woolly worms all day, the kids, everybody from 3 years old to 91 years old up on stage, the little kid in them coming out, you got to have a little bit of fun and craziness and the hat and all of that. Yes.
I have my sticker. I'm trying right there.
We'll
yeah, we'll get there. But hey, so guys, Lauren, Derek, you're gonna name your woolly worms. We are gonna do a race. We've been talking about this. So think of those names and coming up here, I want to hear them. We're gonna put them out. That's big time. You guys had a little time to think about this. Let's check out the forecast for this weekend because this is gonna be a lot of fun out here for the festival. We got the fall colors here. It looks so vibrant, starting to get a little bit more of that light peeking through too. So we're gonna show you those views. Temperatures across the area right now are on the chilly end. We're seeing it's low 50s for the mountains. Some of that patchy fog across parts of the foothills and into the mountain valleys as well. 60 degrees right now in Charlotte, 57 for you in Concord. Less than a quarter-mile visibility across Morganton and Hickory, and for the mountains, seeing that as well. Now, overall today, going to be another hot one. Definitely not feeling like fall. Going to be feeling like midsummer. Upper 80s in the forecast for the Piedmont, near record-breaking highs once again for us. Mid-80s across the foothills with the mid-70s for the mountains. But just in time for the Woolly Worm Festival, we're actually going to see a big cool down. Couple of showers will be possible tomorrow. I'll be going over when you can expect them. At Sunday, though, looking beautiful. Much cooler with a nice crisp fall afternoon. Temps going to be in the low 50s. So big changes coming our way. We'll be talking about it, plus more on the Woolly Worm Festival. Think about those names, guys. We'll be back. Hey guys, we are back here in Banner Elk this morning. We're in the field where the Woolly Worm Festival will be held. This is right in downtown Banner Elk. Right now, the vendors not here yet, but they'll all be setting up today. We have one vendor set up, and of course, we have the epic stage where the showdown happens. And I have a bone to pick with you, Adam, because you made a big deal about this, that these worms are better than any meteorologist that predicting winter. So can you tell us, this is where the stage happens, can you tell us what exactly it means and how people know?
Well, absolutely. And look, I give you credit. You can look up and see it's partly cloudy and almost clear. You're great at that, and I appreciate it. So the woolly worm has 13 segments. There's 13 weeks of winter. So each segment is a different color. We're going to then look at that, each color, and determine if it's dark, if it's black, it's going to be below average temperatures and a lot of snow. If it's dark brown, it's going to be below average temperatures, no snow. Light brown is going to be above average temperatures and no snow. There might be a little combination. We call that fleck. Might be flurries. So it's very scientific. It's proven with data. And again, we go to our meteorologist for day of, maybe tomorrow, but if you want a true prediction, and not silliness like a groundhog or something, we're talking about a woolly worm who has to win all 3 of its races, is the only one that can be used to predict the weather.
And going against thousands of other woolly worms, too, to predict this.
Absolutely. We have 25 race lanes. We're going to run 8 races and then a semifinal, and we're going to race about 3,000 worms. Now, all the worms go back into the local habitat. We want them to have... We want to have more woolly worms in the future. We do have a couple that have been at a couple of festivals that maybe they're tired of racing. We send them down with one of our Florida residents to a woolly worm retirement center down in Florida.
All right, good stuff there. So visiting, do they allow visitors?
They're very shut down there in Florida, but we'll get you in.
All right, thanks. Well, hey, we were picking out our names, so we're gonna do the reveal now. So, Derek, Lauren, have you guys came up with any good names? Do you have any tips first before this happens?
Well, I got to announce the races, so shorter and easier to pronounce, the better. I don't know if they know this, but you had me put your worm on the string to start practicing and told me not to put theirs out.
Wow, we got a cheater, huh?
Was that how you instructed me?
Exactly it.
And theirs?
You're doing good, Adam. Okay. Yeah, theirs are still in the box. Really chilly. Mine's warming up. Yeah, look at that. Ooh,
real
really
sketch.
well.
He's doing well. It's hard because the sun's not out. They go towards the warmth. That's why we race during the day. The final's a little bit better. We position this with the sun. It's going to be a beautiful day. Fall foliage. We're all going to be looking at that. It's absolutely gorgeous out there up in the high country.
Perfect. And I got a winner right there. So
No. It'll start below the green line, and we'll start it from scratch.
All right. We'll do it right, guys. So we're gonna wait for that. But do you guys have your names ready? We want to hear them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gummy.
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 Okay,
that's unique, Lauren. That's short.
And mine is Dale Wormhart.
Yeah.
We're in race country,
All right.
baby.
Derek picks Dale Wormhart. Lauren.
Wormhart's one of the most popular names.
There you go, Derek. Unique.
We'll get a lot of political-related names. We're going to get a lot of COVID-related names, I believe, this year. Most of them are Dale Wormhart and Woolly Bear, and it depends on if they want to stump me on the stage or they want to be funny. But it's got to be family appropriate.
Of course. All right.
What's yours name?
I was doing Wormy McWormface.
Wormy Wormface.
Probably.
That's a tongue twister for a race announcer. We call these like horse races. We let you know who's in the lead, who's going backwards, who's in which lane. So
I have a feeling that I'm not going to get that worm anymore to race. Am I going to switch it out on me?
Well, we'll see. It depends. We take bribes on the stage, so.
Oh, good. I'm glad I'm here to take bribes. You guys heard that. All right.
Venmo.
Yeah. He'll share that information with you guys. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to actually do these races coming up. We're going to talk more about the vendors, everyone that's going to be coming out here, and more on that forecast in just.
Chief Meteorologist Nicole Madden for a look at our weather-wise forecast live from Banner Elk. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Adam joining us once again. We're talking about the Woolly Worm Festival. You got some little guys. You got them off the string here. So we were talking about, what they represent, how you can predict winter. But can you tell us more about the festival? Because we're standing in an empty field right now. We got these gorgeous views, but this is going to be packed with vendors and people. What kind of vendors coming out?
Absolutely. So we're going to have about 150 plus art and craft vendors, anywhere from pottery to fine art, birdhouses, a little bit of everything. Then we're going to have about 30, a little bit more than 30 food vendors, some of the amazing, festival type food. We'll have a whole kids zone. There's an entertainment stage. We've got the Woolly Worm stage. We also have an entertainment stage where we have music all day. We have a lot of local dance troops that'll do clogging and different performances all day on the entertainment stage. And it's just a lot of fun. We have incredible crowds that are going to be out here. The fall foliage, driving up from any direction, especially from Charlotte, we just did it, is absolutely beautiful. Behind the camera, unfortunately, is the most beautiful set of colors in the trees. So it's a full day, family friendly, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Come on up.
And anything raised here goes right back to the community.
Absolutely. So it's run by the Kiwanis Club of Banner Elk as well as the Avery County Chamber. All of our proceeds, half of it goes to the Kiwanis Club. They do woolly worm grants, and it goes to various organizations in the community that help the children of Avery County. It might be RIF books for all the elementary school students. It might be a grant for a teacher that wants to have a certain kind of a program that they're using in their classroom, and they apply for that. So all of that money from Kiwanis goes back to the children of Avery County. And then the other half goes to the Avery County Chamber, and it's used to help promote tourism to the area, because this is a four-season destination, from the ski resorts, Beach and Sugar Mountain in the winter, as well as they turn into summer resorts now with mountain biking, the fall foliage. It's just a beautiful area, waterfalls and great restaurants and great people.
It's absolutely stunning, and seeing really all these fall colors here. Everyone needs to come out, check it out, and especially everything goes right back into the community. It's awesome. Well, all right, so we are back here in Banner Elk for the Woolly Worm Festival. This one is moving. It was curled up in a ball before, and now it is getting ready to go, Adam. And we're talking about some of the rules that are happening as they get warmed up. What's going on? There's a lot of technique in this race.
Oh, absolutely. Now, you already claimed a different worm, so that is not yours. But the sun's coming out, so they're racing towards the sun. They hide in a ball in the forest, and then they come out. They're usually on the roads because the road's absorbing the heat of the sun. So we race on the race board. All the racers will start at the same level. We'll do it on your mark, get set, go. We're going to start. And then once you put the worm on the string, and you try not to drop it like that. That would be a faux pas in the woolly worm racing. You put it on the string, and you can't touch the worm, you can't touch the string or the board. We've had worms get knocked off, they go the wrong way. You can turn them around if they're below. And then people will clap at them, they will cheer them on, they'll use a straw to blow hot air on them, but they're moving for the heat. So people will have a treat for them, a blade of grass that they think that they're trying to reach. You see a little bit of everything, and people think this is all kids up here racing. It's grown adults that are angry that their worm doesn't win. We have a couple of tears, but I got some stories and stickers for the kids, so that we're just having fun. We're racing woolly worms, beautiful area, beautiful weather. It's just a great time.
Yeah, and Derek, your worm's going the wrong way right now, so wish you were here so you can actually help. This is Derek's. Oh, sorry, Derek, I dropped your worm. Never mind. Oh, that's my worm. Oh, man,
Of course you dropped mine.
We do. So
yeah.
You win your race, you get a ribbon.
Okay.
So we have ribbons for this race, first and second. So someone is going to go home without a ribbon. Because we're going to have a shorter segment, we're going to do it based on time, not necessarily to the finish line, because this early in the morning, they're not going to be racing super fast because the sun's not out yet.
Yeah, so we're going to have some slow movers. Imagine that, guys. But here's what we got going on right now. We have our three names, right? We have Gummy for Lawrence. Derek has
Dale Wormhart.
You're good at this. Dale Wormhart, and I have Wormy McWormface. I wish I named my worm Lauren McDonald, now thinking about it with the Chicago Marathon, but they're going to be racing coming up in the next couple minutes, so you want to stay here for it. We'll be back with more Rising, or back to you guys in just a little bit.
Let's check in. Chief Meteorologist Nicole Madden. The worms are racing, and
we have a winner.
Wow.
There's a winner already, guys.
It's Gummy in lane 11.
Well,
went
how
from
about
third
that?
place to first. Dale Wormhart was second, and a distant third, Wormy McWormface came in last.
We're getting the
trying to
ribbons.
trash
We're
talk.
getting the ribbons.
You need to make sure to bring these back.
Yeah.
First place, second place, and if you had been at the festival, first place would have gone on to the semifinals, and then a chance to keep going to win the $1,000 and be used to predict the winter weather.
So what do you think? Should we do another race between Dale Wormhart and Gummy just to see who the top top dog is?
No, because the second place does not go on to another race. Only the first place does.
Okay, so that would just be totally taking.
They go on and enjoy the rest of the festival. Buy some arts and crafts, get some food.
Yeah.
Console the meteorologist that came in a distant third.
Wow.
And I'm surprised because they usually go with a lot of hot air pushing them along. So.
Brutal.
Wow, not a fan of Mets at all.
Oh my.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. So I just don't even know what to say with this. This is me. I'm just kind of, I should just give up right now with this. So we could just, I don't know. What's the forecast going to be, Gummy?
He'll let you know later. He's recovering.
Says it's gonna get pretty cold for us this weekend, guys. Let's check in with the forecast. We'll come back here. Can't believe that. You know, I should have asked for a rematch for myself, if anything. And sad. All right, let's check in with the forecast, though. We got some